Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Evani, and if you are new here, then welcome to my corner of the YouTube universe, and if you are old here, then hey guys, welcome back. If you have been rolling with old girl since day one, you know that today, the 29th, I have no idea if my camera is gonna focus or not, but today is the 29th of August and it is officially my 1.5 year post a big chop hair update. Don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss any more hair updates, tutorials, or product reviews. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So your girl has officially reached bra strap length hair. And how did you do that in 1.5 years? Girl, what is the secret? Wait for it. Wait for it. I didn't. This is actually 2.5 years of hair growth. I did transition for a year first. I big chopped after 1 year, and so I have officially been fully natural for a year and a half, but this is 2.5 years of hair growth. So don't freak out and don't get crazy. I just wanted to come on and show you guys my progress pictures. Obviously the two that I'm gonna put in the thumbnail. So I'm just gonna go over a few things that I have learned over the years. Nothing too specific or too crazy, but just acknowledging the fact that this is definitely a journey. You go from point A to point B, and there is a lot of things that happen in between, but I have changed my mind about my own image and a lot of the things that I was like kind of obsessed with in the beginning. So I just wanted to go over all of them with you in case you are going through any of these same things. People ask me a lot is, do I miss my relaxed hair? And the answer is no, absolutely not. I have no regrets whatsoever. I do miss seeing the length of my hair because right now the shrinkage like takes over, but I do miss seeing length in my hair. That, however, does not have to come from a chemical relaxer. So no, I do not regret going natural at all. And I will probably never get another relaxer again. Another thing I have changed my mind about probably more recently is that I need to have perfect curls. I think a lot of the styling time that I put into my twist outs comes from the idea that I want my hair to be super defined. And after I kind of let that idea go and have done fluffier twist outs, I still like my hair the way that it is, with a little bit of boof and frizz and puffiness, and that's just the way it is. And it was a lot easier to do than trying to define every single curl. Yes, there are products out there that help with it, but honestly, letting go of that specific image of me with natural hair did bring a lot of freedom. So I'm kind of over the idea of having absolutely perfect curls. I think that kind of came with maturity and time as I have journeyed on. Another thing is that often people recommend co-washes to me. I do not co-wash my hair at all anymore. I have made a video, I think back when I was transitioning or Texlaxed or something, of me co-washing my hair, but my scalp absolutely needs to be cleaned with sulfates every single week. I cannot go a week without using sulfates. So everything has to come all back off at the end of the week, and then I put it all back on. But sulfates are a must. It is very necessary, and you probably won't see me co-wash on this channel, so please stop asking. It just doesn't work for me and my hair journey, and I did discover that it leaves my scalp much itchier and I get a lot more dandruff if I co-wash. It just doesn't work. Not for me. So another thing that I want in my hair journey is a diva cut. Anytime I start fangirling over somebody's fro, it's because they have a diva cut and I absolutely love the shape of it, and all of their styles come out amazing. And then I go to do my hair and I realize the reason it doesn't pop like I want it to is because I don't have the shape. I know diva cuts are expensive. I have mentioned this before, and I don't really want to spend the money, but I do think it would be worth it. Another thing that I want in my hair journey that probably I didn't make super clear, but I would like to have waist length natural hair. Now my shrinkage is gonna take over. So there's no way that you're ever gonna see it unless I stretch it out or straighten it or whatever, style it so that it hangs longer. I think that's my official goal, my official natural hair goal, is to have waist length natural hair. Just, you know, pretty much to be natural 85. Her hair was super long though. It was like super long, but it was so pretty. And trust me, I do value health over length, but because I'm not doing that many damaging things to my hair, I don't really feel like health is necessarily an issue for me, because I don't know, I kind of just feel like it's always healthy, girl. By now, I have definitely gotten the whole protein, moisture, what my hair needs, listening to what it has a deficit of. I think I've gotten that down. I'm not gonna say 100%, but definitely way more than I did a year and a half ago. For all of you wanting an update on the brand theory, I can tell you that it worked. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll link the video above. But basically, at the time, I thought my hair had started to reject coconut oil. And it turns out that it was the brand of coconut oil that I was using. I had experienced increased shedding, itching, and none of my styles were coming out right. Again, I'll link that video above so you guys can go watch, but I thought my hair was rejecting coconut oil altogether. Turns out that a lot of those issues were coming from the fact that I switched my brands of coconut oil, and although it had 100% cold pressed, organic, non-GMO, all of that stuff on there, extra virgin, it had all of those things on there. And still it was not the right brand for me. So I did switch back to Carrington Farms and I started using it again, and all of my scalp issues and hair issues went away. So my hair wasn't necessarily rejecting coconut oil, but it was rejecting that specific brand of coconut oil. So if you have those issues, maybe shop around different brands before you reject an oil altogether. But long story short, if you are having those issues with anything, please stop using it because it is not working for you, girl. Another thing that I learned is that my Denman brush, my modified Denman brush, gave out on me completely, but in general, hair tools can expire on you. And that's pretty much what happened. I was using my modified Denman brush with only 4 rows in it. I took out like every other row. And I followed Natural 85's video to do so. And for the longest, it was a godsend. That theory of not having as many rows in there that doesn't rip out your hair as much was great. And I think it definitely worked. But long term, the holes in the bottom of the Denman brush started to stretch and bend, and the rows would like move back and forth and be way too flexible. Sometimes they would like wrap around my hair. Anyway, it ended up pulling out more hairs than it was supposed to, and because of that, I stopped using my modified Denman brush. I bought a regular one with all the rows in it and started using that instead, and it definitely, I saw a huge dramatic difference in how many hairs were being ripped out or pulled out or shed hairs or whatever. So if I could give you some advice, it would be to keep in mind when you bought products or when you bought tools, because they can expire and things do wear down, and it had been years of oil and products and everything else building up on that Denman brush, and I think it eventually did wear it down. So I do have a Denman brush with all the rows in it. I do use it with all the rows in it, and it is perfectly fine. Something else that I've noticed, that whenever I do my wash days and I start to style my hair, I do find it easier to do now, only because my hair is longer, and I don't know why that is necessarily the case. But I do feel like longer hair provides you with an opportunity to, 1, be lazier, 2, throw it up in a bun, whereas before you couldn't. Not necessarily a bun, a puff. Throw it up in a puff. And 3, it just, I don't know, it doesn't tangle up on me as much anymore. And I'm not sure if any other naturals have had this experience, but I definitely feel like the longer it gets, the easier it is for me to maintain, if that makes any sense. And ultimately, what I want to tell you guys is that because this is a journey, you should know that even though you watch us gurus here on YouTube and it is about hair growth, it is kind of about personal growth in general. And to me, my hair reflects my personal growth and any kind of maturity that I've made over the years as well. And so this journey ends up being a lot less about hair and a lot more about who you are and how you perceive yourself and how you would like other people to perceive you. Or are you just picking this image because it's a bandwagon, or were you expecting something different when you went natural? Are you conforming to any kind of social norms? Are you looking like you want to look, or are you looking just how they allow you to look? And answering these questions ends up being part of the journey. I know a lot of people will come on and share their experiences with how men will respond to them, or whoever your significant other is, how you get responses from them because you wear your hair a certain way, different reactions at work, different reactions after you post pictures on Instagram, commentary about shea moisture and everything that goes on there. It's a lot less about actually growing your hair and a lot more about, I believe, growing your mind to accept the fact that this is how you naturally look and embracing that and everything that comes with it. And I'm glad I took the dive into doing it. A lot of people, you know, they can bash natural hair. I haven't seen a whole bunch of that necessarily, but in real life, you know, you come to this YouTube corner because it's where you can find relatability. You come to this corner because you can find people that are going through the same things, but reality doesn't always necessarily reflect that. And so here, you know, I want you guys to have a platform where you can express yourself the way that you naturally are, but to also grow your hair and your mind at the same time. My prayer is that you guys don't just grow your hair, but also grow your thought process and evolve into someone that can share the natural hair gospel anywhere you go. Because it was important for me to find as a Black woman in America, and I'm sure you guys can be the change that you want to see as well. So that is just the last thing I wanted to say about my journey thus far. I do hair updates every 6 months, so definitely look forward to the next one come February. I will be 2 years natural with 3 years of hair growth, and I will update you all again. But until then, enjoy the pictures that I took today and thumbs up the video if you enjoyed. Hopefully you found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed all of the progress pictures. There will be more. Don't forget to follow any of my social media handles here. I'm on Snapchat probably the most, but Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, go follow me all of those places because I definitely post there more than I post here. Don't forget to click any previous uploads over here. I have lots of videos and there will be even more hair updates in the future. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the notification when they do come. And if you do, then I will see you in the next one.